All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Dan. Thank you so much for being here. It's another Hot Butcher beer. We're in the middle of a big Hot Butcher drop. We're going to keep them rolling. Here it is, Wooden Alley, the Hot Butcher specialty, guys. Of course, a New England style IPA, but this one's a little bit lower in ABV than their standard 7.5. It's going to be 6.5%. This is brewed with Mosaic, Dorado, and Riwaka-hopped. So yeah, nice little combination going on here. On the back, we have notes of juicy lemon, dank berry, and candied orange. I mean, hate to look and kind of interfere with how my feelings might be, but yeah, we're going to look at them because all the Hot Butcher beers have it. You can look on the back. Everybody does. It's not like you don't look at the label, but I do like the label. Look at that bad boy, the way that sticks out in the crowd. I dig it. And then obviously it looks like wood. Wooden Alley. It's literally what the label says. It's what it looks like. So $17.99 for a 4-pack. We have a nice pop off the top, and again, no canned on date, and that's been the steady story coming from Hot Butcher as of late, but we know it's probably only a month old at the worst. So as we pour, it is a little bit lighter, but as it enters into the glass and accumulates, very dark orange and hazy. Tropical orange juice goodness in a glass. It looks that way. It looks like your M43s. It looks like every single other Hot Butcher, but obviously 1% lighter than their standard 7.5. So is there anything crazy going on here that's different? No, it's just a little bit lighter in ABV, and actually I really love the 6.5% range for a New England style. I think it adds a little bit of drinkability, and I hope that's what happens today. But look at, guys, we don't need to do the visuals. You can do it for yourselves. You have eyes, and I'm not going to bang it like a drum. I feel like every single reviewer now is just saying the same things over and over again. Let's save some time. You can see it. It's got a nice head on it. It looks good. It's creamy, soft, delicate, hazy. Aroma. Musty grapefruit. Papayas come to mind. Again, it's like there's like a certain must that it's almost like you open an old closet, and I hate to be like descripting this way, but you open an old closet and that mustiness, it hits you. It's got this nice, soft, delicate, bright, fruity quality, but that must is kind of integrated into that, and I get that with grapefruit, and I get it with papaya. If you open a papaya, it's got the black seeds in there, and they have this certain smell to them. That's what this kind of smells like, in a good way. Floral basil, a little bit of mint, just this herbaceous quality that all the Hot Butcher beers seem to have. I don't know what the recipe is or yeast strains that they use, but it all has it. It's kind of dank, not gonna lie, like dank vegetal herb qualities that all rush to my nose. Peach. Yeah, and it's just got like this subtle seedy watermelon quality to it. Like, I don't know. There's a lot going on in there, but at the same time, it seems like I'm very much reaching right now. But I feel like the hop quality that this has in it, there are all of those things to some caliber. And if you keep smelling, you could probably dig for more, but I'm not going to, guys. Let's get into this one. It's the Wooden Alley from Hot Butcher. Cheers. Boom. Ooh, yeah. Tasty. Slight acidity, like pineapple mango acidity. Well, mangoes aren't that acidic, but pineapples are. That papaya pineapple acidity. Juicy lemon. That's a thing. I feel like I get that definitely. Juicy Meyer lemon, just overripe, like the yellow on the outside has started to like darken and brown a little bit, and then it's just you squeeze it and it's just juice bomb alert. A little bit of like lemonade juiciness, a little bit of passion fruit riz to it. I'm going to use the word riz. Yeah, it's got that. Grapefruit's apparent. I think it's got this nice subtle stone fruit quality to it, like this peachy, papaya apricot thing that I get so often, but not always that papaya. The papaya's in this one, in my opinion. Adding that little musty vegetal thing, the herbs, a little bit of the basil, a little bit of the mint. So it's like a smoothing agent. Like it almost has like the aftertaste of mint. Not the beginning, not the subtle bang that it brings, but I'm talking about like the end of a mint, mojito kind of drink. It's very well balanced. There's a nice little bit of earthy grass in it too. Some floral softness. But again, kind of creamy, kind of delicate, a little bit acidic. But it ends the same way it starts. It's just even kilter. Really good. It doesn't bang you in one direction. It just has this nice burst of flavor all the way through to the end. And you're left with a little bit of dryness and bitterness. And it's asking your palate and enticing it to go in for another sip. This is actually one of my favorites as of late. Why? It's slightly different. Like I just feel like it's got some dryness, but yet it has this juicy lemon, which I don't always see like a descriptor of juicy lemon, especially when it's listed, and I actually get it. This has it, no doubt in my mind. And I think it just adds a nice little differentiating factor that you don't get in some New England styles. Like, yeah, you always get the tropical, you always get the stone fruit, but that beginning, it hangs with you, just that juicy lemon. Really hanging on. And I like the way the lemon almost, lemon's sometimes like tart, sour, if you will. And the mint, they kind of play together like a little cocktail or some sort of little like, combination of a beverage. And it puts this nice little intricate touch on this beer. I really like it for some reason. Probably because it's still dry and still slightly bitter on the back end. And again, bringing balance to the party. And again, I'm putting this down really fast. Why? The body's a hair lighter. The ABV's a touch easier. It's 6.5%, not 7.5. It adds this layer of drinkability. And I talk about this all the time. If you guys don't understand what I'm saying, you will if you have this one, because it drinks like a double, but it's easy to put it down almost like it's 5-6%. It's 6.5. It's still not a super light beer. It's got all this flavor in it. It's got all this depth. Yet here I am drinking it like it's a lager. Hop Butcher, man. That's what Hop Butcher does. I like this one. It's not going to be like everybody's favorite, but it's checking all the right boxes in my book, if you ask me. And it's not as musty as I first thought when I smelled it and taste it now. A little bit brighter, a little bit easier to put down, a little bit more crisp. Tasty beer. Tasty beer. I mean, I'm putting it down, man. Somebody made fun of me because I slurped my beer. Helps me taste it. Sorry. Again, vegetal, kind of herbaceous dankness in this as well. And guys, it's a good beer. It's one of my favorites as of late, just because of the drinkability to it. So where do I put it? 3 out of 5. It's been the Wooden Alley. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Dan. Prost. Yamas. Cheers. Is there any other languages? I don't know. I'll think of one. Cheers.